Patrice Émery Lumumba, a key figure in the struggle for African independence and the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, was born on July 2, 1925, in Onalua, a small village in the Kasai region of what was then the Belgian Congo. He hailed from the Tetela ethnic group, and like many others, his family faced the harsh realities of colonial rule. His early life was marked by the experiences of colonialism and a desire for change that would shape his political career.
During the 1950s, the winds of change were sweeping across Africa, and Lumumba found himself caught up in the fervour of independence movements. He co-founded the Congolese National Movement in 1958. Lumumba emerged as a prominent figure in the struggle for independence during the 1950s and 1960s. He fervently believed in a unified Congo, free from foreign exploitation. His ideology was rooted in Pan-Africanism, democracy, and economic independence. Lumumba sought to unite the people of the Congo under a shared national identity, transcending tribal divisions. His vision emphasized social justice and economic development, making him a charismatic leader among the Congolese.
In 1960, Congo achieved independence and Lumumba was elected as the first prime minister. However, his time in power was fraught with challenges. He inherited a country deeply divided along ethnic and regional lines, with a fragile economy and a lack of administrative infrastructure. The Congo Crisis erupted shortly after independence in 1960. The crisis was marked by secession attempts in Katanga and Kasai provinces, which threatened the unity of the nation. Lumumba pursued international assistance to quell these rebellions, seeking aid from the United Nations and the Soviet Union. However, this move led to strained relations with the United States and other Western powers who feared Lumumba's leaning towards communism.
For 126 years, the U.S. and Belgium have played key roles in shaping Congo's destiny. In April 1884, 7 months before the Berlin Congress, the U.S. became the first country in the world to recognize the claims of King Leopold II of the Belgians to the territories of the Congo Basin. When the atrocities related to brutal economic exploitation in Leopold's Congo Free State resulted in millions of fatalities, the U.S. joined other world powers to force Belgium to take over the country as a regular colony. With the outbreak of the Cold War, it was inevitable that the U.S. and its Western allies would not be prepared to let Africans have effective control over strategic raw materials, lest these fall in the hands of their enemies in the Soviet camp. In fact, it was during the colonial period that the U.S. acquired a strategic stake in the enormous natural wealth of the Congo, following its use of the uranium from Congolese mines to manufacture the first atomic weapons, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs. It is in this regard that Patrice Lumumba's determination to achieve genuine independence and to have full control over Congo's resources in order to utilize them to improve the living conditions of his people was perceived as a threat to Western interests. To fight him, the U.S. and Belgium used all the tools and resources at their disposal, including the United Nations Secretariat under Dag Hammarskjöld and Ralph Bunche, to buy the support of Lumumba's Congolese rivals and hired killers.
The tragic death of Patrice Lumumba remains a dark chapter in African history. After being ousted from power in a coup orchestrated with foreign support, he was handed over to Belgian forces. Lumumba was subjected to inhuman treatment. He endured torture and humiliation at the hands of his captors, symbolizing the deep-seated political tensions and foreign interference in the Congo. On January 17, 1961, Lumumba and two associates, Joseph Okido and Maurice Mpolo, were transferred via airplane to Katanga, the stronghold of his political enemy, Chombe. Lumumba and his associates were executed by a Katangan firing squad under Belgian supervision and in the presence of Katangan and Belgian officials. A Katangan government official later ordered that the bodies disappear. At that point, a Belgian police officer led a group that searched for the graves, dug up the bodies, hacked them to pieces, and dissolved as much of the body parts as they could in sulfuric acid. Anything that remained was set on fire.
Lumumba's death was brutal and premature. cutting short the life of a charismatic leader who stood for the ideals of independence, unity, and social justice. His assassination was a devastating blow to the dreams of a united Congo and a free Africa. Patrice Lumumba's role in the Congo Crisis and his lifelong dedication to the struggle for independence and unity in the Democratic Republic of the Congo solidified his legacy as a symbol of African resilience and determination. His vision and ideals continue to inspire generations, serving as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for a better, united Africa. The Congo Crisis was a critical juncture in African history, shedding light on the challenges of post-colonial governance and the imperative of strong leadership to navigate through turbulent times.